Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Faith. Well, new information this afternoon. Skeletal remains that were discovered inside an abandoned home in Wichita Falls over the summer have been identified. According to Sergeant Charlie Eiper with the Wichita Falls Police Department, on July 11th, officers responded to a residence in the 1900 block of 7th Street to investigate a possible human skeleton that was discovered. Eiper said the caller had entered the house to escape the heat when he found the skeleton. Officers on scene found a debit card near the remains, and the name on the card was that of a reported missing person, and the body was sent off for an autopsy. Eiper says the identity of the deceased has been confirmed as Daryl Wayne L'Esperance, age 60, of Wichita Falls. He said detectives believe the death was natural and there were no signs of foul play. And in other news, an Afghan national has been arrested in Oklahoma for allegedly plotting an Election Day terrorist attack on behalf of ISIS. The FBI arrested the Afghan citizen on Monday. He came to the United States from Afghanistan in 2021 on a special immigrant status and was living in Oklahoma City. According to court documents unsealed yesterday, he was messaging an unnamed person with ties to ISIS about the plans for the attack through an app called Telegram. Authorities say that in an interview after his arrest, he allegedly confirmed the attack was intended to target large gatherings and that he was expected to, quote, die a martyr along with a juvenile co-conspirator. The DOJ says he was arrested while trying to purchase 2 AK-47s, 10 magazines, and 500 rounds of ammunition from an undercover FBI agent. He has been charged with conspiring and attempting to provide material support to ISIS, which carries a maximum prison sentence of 20 years. And he's also charged with receiving a firearm to be used to commit a felony or a federal crime of terrorism, which carries a maximum prison sentence of 15 years if convicted. And in other news, Hurricane Milton continues to surge towards Florida as a Category 4 storm. The storm is expected to make landfall late tonight, hitting just south of Tampa. Schools and airports have shut down, and the highways are packed with Floridians trying to evacuate to safety. Reports are saying that the majority of Floridians who live in mandatory evacuation zones have left everything behind and moved to higher grounds or even out of the state to seek safety. Officials are urging those who have not yet evacuated to get out while they still have a chance, as Milton is predicted to bring dangerous and unsurvivable conditions. Governor Ron DeSantis spoke during his briefing this morning, saying that crews have been working around the clock to remove as much debris as they can that was wrecked from Hurricane Helene just 2 weeks ago, in hopes that it will decrease the amount of damage caused by projectiles. Governor DeSantis also says first responders and the Florida National Guard are already prepared and on standby.
The National Guard is deploying 6,000 Florida National Guardsmen as well as 3,000 National Guardsmen from other states, and so we thank for the support on that. We have 500 tactical vehicles, including 180 high water vehicles, aerial, water, and ground National Guard search and rescue teams. This is the largest Florida National Guard search and rescue mobilization in the entire history of the state of Florida.
Now, the outer bands of Hurricane Milton have already brought heavy wind and rain to the Florida coast, along with tornadoes. Florida DOT traffic cameras captured this video of a large twister on the ground in Broward County today, and the National Weather Service described it as a dangerous tornado on social media. And right here we have a live look at the Florida coastline. You can see those skies look very ominous. Those waves seem to be crashing in. And let's go ahead and check in with meteorologist Chris Boone while we were on the topic of Hurricane Milton. As we can see, it is already starting to hit the coast. What are those conditions like, and when is the eye of the storm expected to hit tonight? Well, we're still, again, miles. We're talking about 110 miles. That eye is still well off towards the west and southwest. We were looking at some of the video in Inglewood Beach. That is already seeing some of those outer bands making its arrival. So some heavier rain. You can kind of see along the western parts of Florida, but take a look at how many red tornado warnings are about to pop up. When I switch this over to the tornado warnings and show those, you're going to be watching across the state that tornado risk that really starts to pick up. So we have images of one tornado, but there have been several tornado warnings issued just over the past hour or two as the outer bands of Hurricane Milton makes its arrival. So again, this is going to be a busy afternoon and evening for most in the Weather Channel, most in the weather world, kind of watching the impacts here in Florida. For us here in Texoma, things are fairly quiet. We're enjoying those clear skies. Temperatures into the low 80s, 81 degrees in Wichita
Wichita Falls, and a little bit warmer further towards the west as temperatures already running into those mid-80s, 85 degrees in Kroll, Seymour, Vernon, as well as Benjamin. And we'll look at those temperatures to warm up another 10 degrees or so. Afternoon highs climbing into those mid-90s with sunny skies expected throughout the day.
All right, thank you, Chris. And if you would like to help those impacted by Hurricane Helene and Milton, we here at KFDX are teaming up with Herb Easley to collect relief items for the victims. Herb Easley has a semi parked in their lot that will be loading up with all of the supplies that are donated, and then they'll drive it through the affected areas to distribute those donations. Our station here on Seymour Highway is a drop-off location as well for supplies. Just stop by and place items in the box in our front lobby. Some items that are needed are bottled water, non-perishable food items, hand sanitizer, diapers, dog and cat food, and blankets. For more information, just visit TexOmaShomepage.com. And a U.S. Senator will be making a special appearance at a local bakery that recently went viral for its MAGA-inspired cookie. Senator Ted Cruz is set to make 2 appearances in Wichita Falls next Wednesday, October 15th. The first is at Margie's Bakery from 11 a.m. until 12:30 p.m. And Cruz and his team are inviting the community to come out and listen to his plans to keep Texas, Texas. This event is free and open to the public. And right after his visit to Margie's, the Senator's Cruise to Victory bus tour reception will take place from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. at a secret location that will only be revealed to people who RSVP. The reception is hosted by Texas House Representative James Frank, and you can RSVP by purchasing a host committee level. To RSVP, just contact Jonathan Roth at the number or the email address you see on your screen. And for more information, just go over to our website. Well, Workforce Solutions North Texas is looking to help local students in our area learn more about career options and paths for their future. Jalen Wells joins us now live from the Impact with more. Jalen, what's going on out there?
Well, Emily, the students actually just started coming back from lunch because we're here at the Impact where students from area schools that are a little outside of our area, we got Holiday Chillicothe out here, and they're coming where a partnership between Workforce Solutions and Region 9 has a youth career day fair that's going on right now. This is an opportunity for kids to learn a little about the careers that are out in the world in front of them. And these kids are actually a little younger than I expected, and they're learning about a lot of different crafts. There's a lot of tables here that have a lot of hands-on activities. There actually is a KFDX station as well where we had a camera and photo talk, but the kids are really enjoying being very active with some of the places that have come to showcase their careers. And I've actually got Cynthia joining me right now. Cynthia, can you tell me a little about, what's going on here today?
Well, Workforce Solutions partners with Region 9. 8th grade students are encouraged to start considering a career path as early as 8th grade. So we plan this event to give them the opportunity to come out and explore. We have 20 to 25 career explorations out here, so we want them to have an opportunity to ask questions so that they can try to start making some decisions about what path they want to take in their professional careers.
And Cynthia, I think that 8th grade is a little young. There's a lot of people who graduate high school and they're still a little uncertain. Why do you think this is a really prime opportunity for these kids to learn about these career opportunities?
Because, again, it'll give them a chance to ask some questions, and perhaps some of the students, when they get here, they may have no idea about what they want to do. They'll get an opportunity to engage with some of the presenters and ask questions and maybe even make some decisions about something they do want to do in the future.
All right, Cynthia, thank you so much. Like we said, this is going on at the Impact right now. The kids are learning, and it's going to go on until about 1:30. So when your kids come home today, ask them about what all they learned and what they're most looking forward to out in the real world. Now, Emily, obviously, I currently work for KFDX, but there's a lot of exciting things. Warren Cat's out here, the City of Wichita Falls Animal Services. So I may go find another job, and I'll leave you by yourself tomorrow morning, if you're okay with that.
I really hope that you are going to be sitting next to me tomorrow morning. That would be great. I kind of need my emotional support anchor. All right, so hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Yes, but thank you so much, Jalen, for that report. Looks like a lot of fun out there. Well, coming up a little bit later, new releases are in the works for the big screen, Disney Plus, and HBO. Those details will be in our entertainment report. Plus, we have Kiowa with us today for a powerful conversation about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. That'll be right after your Boone at Noon forecast with meteorologist Chris Boone. Stay with us.